Hey, my name is Matt and welcome to another Q&A video where I take your questions about AI, about content creation, about ranking your content, growing your business, and I try to answer them and give you as much value as I can. We've been talking about Frase, and Ken Taylor asked if I could talk about how to use WriterZen with Frase. If you're new to my channel and you don't know about any of these tools, the 50-cent tour of both of these tools, Frase is a tool that's going to, once you already know the article that you want to write about, like the keyword that you're going to target, it's going to help you write that content. It's going to go out and get all the data and let you do your research inside of Frase. It's going to use AI to help you write your article. And as you're writing, you can also optimize your article. It's going to tell you what words to use in your article, how many times to use them, what your headings, your H1s, your H2s, your H3s should be. So the goal of Frase is to get your content ranked higher. Maybe whenever you publish content, you're really ranking at position 30 or position 40. The goal of Frase is to help you get to position 1. That's what Frase does. But Frase doesn't really help you find out what to write about. You need a keyword research tool for that. Let's go to WriterZen and do a little bit of keyword research, and I'll show Ken how to do that in WriterZen, how it can help, and then we'll take what we found and put it into Frase. So in WriterZen, I think they've done a very good job of trying to hold your hands and show you through how to do everything in here. There's lots of different workflow templates, and there's all kinds of different, you're a beginner, you're an intermediate, you're advanced, a lot of tutorials. Frase could do with a little bit of this. The hand-holding here in WriterZen is fantastic. So there's a couple different things you can do. There's a topic discovery, and this is like when you're just trying to discover a topic. There's a content creator where you can write your content. That's kind of like Frase. And there's a plagiarism checker, so you can check your content to see if you've plagiarized anything, and then also a keyword explorer. We're going to spend most of our time in the keyword explorer right now. So we'll click Explore New Keyword. Now, I already went here and I searched for home purifier first, but then I realized some results are calling it a home purifier. Others are calling it an air purifier. So I just wanted to search for the word purifier and see what we get. When you search, it's going to show you the search volume just for the word purifier. Now, you're not going to rank for the word purifier, and most people don't just type in purifier. But you'll see this is the top 10 results for the word purifier. Keyword ideas and stuff like this. You're not going to pay attention to any of this stuff. The reason being is purifier is such a broad term. We're not going to write an article called Purifier, and that's our article title, and that's our H1. Nobody has it. As you can see right here, no one's title is just called Purifier. The New York Times has the 8 best purifiers. The Verge has an article about Dyson's bizarre new headphones have an air purifier in them. Dyson has a link to air purifiers. There's an HTML purifier, okay? So you can purify your HTML code. So what this tells me, especially given that there's an HTML purifier in here, this is a very broad term. It's so broad that Google doesn't know what the searcher's searching for, because you're going to get a lot of different people searching this term that have different goals in mind, different intents in mind. Some people, and this might be evidence because this is ranked number 1, some people, the majority of people that are searching for purifier want to buy a purifier, all right? But then Google said, let's throw some news in there anyway. So here's some news about a purifier, an air purifier. But we'll also link to Dyson because Dyson makes air purifiers, and everybody wants the fancy stuff. Then HTML purifier in here. Apparently some people that search for the word purifier are looking for an HTML purifier. If you don't know what HTML is, it's the code that kind of runs the internet. Removes malicious code such as XSS. Interesting. So this is kind of all over the place. We're not interested in this, okay? What we're interested in for this broad term is going down here. And these are 5,816 keywords about purifier. And what's really powerful about WriterZen is you can do all kinds of stuff with this. There's so many different features and stuff. Lots of exploring you can do in here. These tabs are important, okay? This is all the keyword data right here. We're looking at all the keyword data right now. You can click on Insights if you want to. Now, insights are basically questions, prepositions, comparisons, alphabet and numerical. Okay, so you could say when. Let's see, air purifier when sick. Maybe that this search is like, should you use an air purifier when you're sick, or does using an air purifier when you're sick help? When to use an air purifier. Now, all this stuff, search queries that begin with when or contain the word when, search queries that contain the word where, search queries that contain the word do. You can get all this stuff over here by clicking include, and then don't click all words, but click any words. And then you can say, I want to see any words that have the word when, how, why, do, what. So you can look at it all this way if you want to. Or, let's get back in here, we can say, some say air and some say home. So we just want to look at air and home. So now we're now we're just looking at air and home. And then you can sort by volume. You can sort by CPC. See, the only reason so this is the cost per click. This is if you were going to run ads on it. Why is this relevant? Because people can actually bid on stuff that doesn't have a lot of search volume, as indicated here. But that could mean that there is a lot of search volume. So it's kind of a way to see if there is any popularity for the search term. All in title. What that basically means is it's another way to look at whether or not this is a difficult phrase to rank for. Let's kind of look at what we have here. Let's delete our filters. There we go. We've sorted by volume. And I just want to see what we get for purifier. Air purifier, which air purifier works the best? Wow, 74,000 volume. And this could be off by a magnitude of 10. So it could be 74,000 people search this a month, could be 740,000 people search this a month. Which air purifier is the best? So we can click it, and we can add to a list actually. Add keyword to a list. So we can make a new list and we'll say air purifier. Okay. So we have which air purifier is the best. Just put the questions in here. Let's just do that. What, which, best, how, why, when, where, how, when, where, why. I don't know. That's probably a good bit of them. So we have 706. Okay. And make sure you're not doing all words, because that's going to require all of the words in them. You're not going to get any results. We don't want to do that. We want to do any words. So which air purifier is the best? Oh, best air purifier for pets. So we get some long tails here. Best air purifier for allergies. Because some people use air purifiers just because they think it's healthier. It keeps the germs out. Best air purifier for smoke. Best HEPA. Not all air purifiers have HEPA filters. No, we're talking about places. Best bedroom air purifier. Best for dust, for allergens. Let me add these. Add to, add. And I want to show more results. Come on. I think it's going slow because I'm having it do some clustering right now. Small room air purifier. Best air purifier for wildfire smoke. That's interesting. Affordable. Okay. So that'd be like the budget. What's an air purifier good for? Why? What do you even do with an air purifier? Odors, asthma, basement, cat allergies. What does an air purifier help with? Best air purifiers with UV light. I bought one of those molecule air purifiers, and then I think the company got sued. I was on Kickstarter. And I got the model. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. They really sold it up, and then they got sued because their marketing claims were BS. And I'm like, well, that sucks. So I canceled my subscription to the filter refills, and I'm just kind of bummed that I got a unit that doesn't really work that well. See, I wouldn't pick stuff like this, like under $100 or stuff like that. I wouldn't do stuff with like under a certain amount of money. Those aren't good articles to write. Where should an air purifier be placed? Which is better, air purifier or humidifier? I mean, I can go down through here. So that was all the what, where, when, why, how stuff. Which are can. Oh, this is great. Where'd the can go here? Oh, this is great. Can they remove smoke? Can they remove dust? Can you leave it on all the time? Can they help with allergies? I think we have that. Can they cause headaches? Oh, there's like 153 results. Well, I mean, I could go through all this. We could really like just get all of the wonderful keywords. Could an air purifier help with COVID? This is great stuff. Now, some of these questions would deserve their own article. Some of these questions should just be answered inside of a particular article. I want to show you this really quick. This is just an online sketchpad. Ideally, what you should do is you should have like a main article. Now, this could be a page or an article that you want to rank for, or it could be something you don't want to rank for. So it could just be like a category page for air purifiers. Then you have all your different air purifier articles off of that one page. Okay. Or it could be an article itself. And it could be like that main, where's our list? Keyword list. Air purifier. It could be that which air purifier is the best. So it could be like, that could be this particular article. And then you could say, which is the best for home? Here's an article. These are links. So this particular page links to best for people with pet allergies, best for people that smoke to remove odors, the best for whatever. And then within each article, you'd have like the top 3 or the top 5 or something. That's what you would want to do if you want this particular thing to rank. And that's what I would do for a situation like this. Which air purifier is the best? That would be this particular article right here. And then in that article, you link. You say, well, the best depends on your circumstances. If you want to get rid of odors, go to this article. If you want to get rid of your asthma, go to this article. If you have pets, go to this article. If you want to, and it could just be a list. If you want it to be more user-friendly, you could actually write an article that talks about that. So it could be like, which air purifier is the best ultimate buying guide? And then you could say, here's 20 different factors. First factor is, do you live in a house with smoke, with odor, with a smoker? So that could be your H2. Let me just do it in here. All right. So which air purifier is best ultimate guide? And then you could say, you'd have some kind of introduction, and then you'd say like 20 factors. This is part of your intro to consider when choosing which air purifier is best for you. Like the first factor, you'd have to organize the factors based on, brain tells you is like the most important factor. Like, why do people really buy air purifiers? Probably for health benefits. So which would be the most healthy air purifiers with HEPA filters, HEPA filters. So that could be your H2. HEPA. Should you buy, maybe just say HEPA filters. And then you talk about it. You talk about the benefits of a HEPA filter. HEPA filters are this. It's very important because of why. Some air purifiers include HEPA filters, but not all of them. Even if the purifier doesn't include a HEPA filter, it's still a good choice. However, buying a purifier with a HEPA filter can give you these benefits. If you'd like to learn about which models of air purifiers we recommend with HEPA filters, follow this link to our, best air HEPA filter buying guide, and then you link to that. So that's all in this H2. Then you have the next H2. What's the next consideration? Pets and allergies, right? I would assume most people would buy if they have pets and they're concerned about pets and they're searching pets, they're getting it because they probably have allergies. So you could talk about why people get allergies from pets and causes that. It's probably something in the air, and then you'd say, can an air purifier help with that? Yes, it can. Here's what it can do. Here's how long it can take, blah, blah, blah. And then you'd go and direct that person to an article of yours that talked about the best air purifiers for people with pets and allergies. And you'd have all that stuff in here, and then you'd have your little link to article, and then we'd have our next H2. And you just go down the list. Let's actually try to do something like this a little bit. So we'll do new document, and we are going to select which air purifier is best. And this is the secret, because I'll show you. This is probably super competitive. And so you're not going to rank for which air. Well, first of all, let me say a couple things. We're going to put in the query right here, which air purifier is the best. Now, this query is not going to be the actual title of our article. We're going to spice it up some. Which air purifier is best, ultimate guide, or something like that. 20 factors to consider when choosing the best air purifier. This article is not going to rank for a long time, probably, because I'm assuming this is going to be very competitive, and we'll confirm that suspicion in a second. But what you will start ranking for is these long tails. Best air purifier for pets and allergies. I'll show you why. So let's go to the outline, because that's an easier way to digest the SERP. Open up the SERP Explorer. So here's our SERP. Let me see if I'm right here. If I'm right, and this is a competitive query, then all of these results will have very, very high DAs and a lot of links. Okay, DA 90, 382, and they'll all be about the subject, finding the best air purifier, like which is the best top 10 best purifiers, or how to find the best or whatnot. So 8 best air purifiers, DA 90, a lot of links. Best and worst air purifiers, DA 84, link 75. Best air purifiers of 2022, DA 90, links 206. Best air purifier buying guide, 9362. Let me just scan this. Rank 8. Wow, 94 DA. Yeah. Okay. So we get the result 20 and the DA is 92. There is no way in the world you could just write an article about the best air purifier, a top 10 air purifiers, and rank for it. It's just not going to happen. Okay. But let me try something. Let's go to our keyword list. Oh, here it is. Best air purifier for allergies. So this is a long tail, meaning it's narrower than best air purifier, because now we're talking about best air purifier for allergies. So we could, I don't want to do another query. We almost have to. Let's go to phrase. We'll do one more query. All right. This is our best purifier for smoke. And the other thing you have to do is you got to look at the titles. Because if none of the titles have the word smoke in them, okay, then there's a chance that if you were to write an article for smoke, you'd probably rank. Now this doesn't have smoke in it, but this does, and it's ranked below this one. This has smoke. This does not have smoke. CNET, Bob Vila, Medical News Today. Now look at this. This is really interesting. This is a DA 26. Now my rule of thumb is a DA of 25 or less, you can probably rank for this if you write a better article. This only has 3 links. So I guess where we are right now is you have a choice. If you were just to write an article about best air purifiers, just like the New York Times did, you're not going to rank. The other thing you could do, if you just want to write one article, go after a very, very low volume keyword without a lot of traffic, but also that doesn't have any competition. But maybe there's purchase intent there, and the person reading that article might want to get an air purifier, and then you can direct them towards Amazon. You could do that. Those are sometimes harder to find, those long tail keywords with some decent search volume and the purchasing intent. You could do that. The other thing you could do is what I talked about and create 20 articles on air purifiers, and then publish them and let them sit. And you've created this hierarchy then, this ultimate guide. You're talking all about air purifiers, and then you have you're talking about HEPA, and you direct them towards this article about HEPA air purifiers that you wrote. And in the article, in this HEPA air purifier article, or in this pet and allergy air purifier article, you're not simply saying, here are the 3 HEPA filter air purifiers I recommend. What you do is you'll have an introduction. You'll say, having allergies and waking up coughing sucks. Wouldn't it be great to wake up every day feeling refreshed and rejuvenated? You should get an air purifier with a HEPA filter. It's been scientifically proven to remove allergens from the air and help you breathe easier. Here are our top 3 picks. And then you'll do a quick review of the 3 picks. You'll say, here's the specs for this particular model. Here's what I liked about it. I never talk negatives. Don't talk negatives. And then after those reviews, after those 3 reviews, then you have like a buying guide, like the 10 things or the 20 things you need to consider when you're shopping for an air purifier. You'll talk about HEPA filters. You'll talk about any other features or characteristics of an air purifier, like does it have a UV light? Is a filter washable, or does it have to be replaced? How much does the filter cost? How much square footage does that particular air purifier clean? Is it aesthetically pleasing? Does it fit in with the core? What's it made out of, plastic or something else? Is that important? How many filters does it have? All kinds of different things. And then you'd have something similar for each one of these. So in your pet and allergies one, you do the same thing. Here's our intro, here's our top 5 products or top 3 products, and then here's a buying guide. And you're gonna have a lot of overlap with the buying guide for each of these, but that's perfectly okay. Because we're not trying to rank for the stuff in the buying guide, but you need the stuff in the buying guide to tell Google that you're writing a very comprehensive article about this pet and allergy air purifier, this very authoritative article about HEPA filter air purifiers. So if you do that, I think that's probably what I would do if I had time and I wanted to focus on that. I would do that. The 4th thing you could do is pick something else. I've only spent, we're going on 40 minutes now. I'm going to try to cut this down a little bit in post-editing, but I would research this niche a little bit more before I go down that avenue. But let's just go into Frase and try to build this out really quickly. Which air purifier is best? So what I would do, assuming I was going to do this, let's just assume we were going to do this. Our 20 factors to consider, our H2, our H2, our H2, and then all separate articles. We're going to make the assumption that we're doing that. What I want to do first is find all of the factors to consider. The problems that people have, or why would they want an air purifier? Maybe they want a HEPA filter one. They have pet and allergy problems. Maybe they want something with a UV light. I don't know. So let's just try to find all the different factors or possible H2s. One way to do that is to go to the outline, open up the SERP, and start looking. This isn't good because it just says also great, also great, also great, also great buying options. There's nothing here we can use. There's nothing here we can use. Nothing here we can use. I'm looking really quick, but I can glance fast. HEPA filter, I don't see anything that's really good. I mean, there's COVID. Now, I don't know if it does help with COVID or not. You can actually click on that and expand and see. It says air purifiers can be helpful during the coronavirus pandemic because they can clean the air and circulate clean air. Look at that. So you could say air purifiers for COVID. And you'd have to do a little bit of research to see what feature of an air purifier helps with COVID. Is it just having one in general? Is it UV? I don't know. But even if you had a UV one, you could then say like air purifiers for COVID as an H2. All right, so I don't see a lot of stuff to pull from here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go into the optimize section. And I want to look to see if anything jumps out at me over here. Square feet. Okay. So I'm going to put in large rooms, small rooms, pet, hair. Let's just say pets and allergies right now. Carbon filters, noise level, because you might want an air purifier with low noise. And I bet you could even go to Google and put in air low. So low noise. So people do search low noise. Now, I don't know what the volume is. Maybe it's 10 a month. But if you, NBC News, Amazon, I think you could rank for this because I don't see New York Times up there. And anytime, so here's the secret trick. Anytime you see Amazon as like a second ranked result, you can rank for that with the 0 DA site. So yeah, you could definitely rank for an air purifier low noise. Okay, so we got noise level. Let's just say low noise because no one's going to search for a loud air purifier. If they care about noise, they'd search for low noise. Low noise. So these are all the types of air purifiers that we'd be looking for. Air purifiers for large rooms, air purifiers for small rooms, air purifiers for people with pets and allergies, air purifiers with carbon filters, dust, air purifiers that remove dust, air purifiers that remove viruses, UV light. So we can go through all this, but you can do it too. So these are going to be our H2s. And for some of these, the AI is going to write better than other of these. Some of these you might have to just use your own brain power to write this stuff. And it's not hard. I'm not a good writer, but I think I could probably write this. So as an example, here's our intro. Let's do an intro really quick. We'll go to AI Writer. We'll go to Community. Search for intro. Look for the one that says RT, intro generator, and which air purifier is best. So here's our intro. Are you looking for the best air purifier? Do you want to make sure you get the most bang for your buck? There are many types of air purifiers available on the market today. Some are expensive, others are cheap. But which ones will work well and which ones are just hype? This article will help you find the best air purifier for your home. It will cover everything from choosing the right type of air purifier to finding the right price. I'll also tell you why certain models are worth buying than others. I'd probably change this up. Even though we're trying to rank for best air purifiers, I want a different input. I want a different introduction. I would probably say 20 factors to consider when buying the best air purifier. Okay, because that's kind of what we're doing. We're not recommending any specific ones in this article, but we're going to link to everything. Perfect. I think this sounds good. Air purifiers are great for removing allergens from the air, but most of us don't realize how important they are until we get sick. When it comes to choosing the best air purifier, there are many factors to consider. Some of these include size, price, features, and even the types of filters used. This guide will help you make the best decision possible when purchasing an air purifier. That's fine. That's fine for what we're doing here. And then I would organize these by the most important. I don't know, probably people get purifiers because they have pets and allergies. So that would go first. If you're a good writer, you could say, an air purifier is essential if you have allergies from pets. Pets give off, I don't know, and we can actually go to the SERP and search this. So we go to the research, we click on headings, we put in pet, well, that doesn't help. So unfortunately here, because most of the articles in the SERP are the 10 best purifiers, they're not going to just talk about pet allergies. So you could say, why do people have allergies to pets? So you could say something like this. So we paste this in. Most often pet allergies are triggered by exposure to the dead flakes of skin, dander, that a pet sheds. Any animal with fur can be a source of pet allergy, but pet allergies are most commonly associated with cats and dogs. So we like this, and then what you can go is you can say rewrite this. Usually pet allergies are caused by contact with the dead skin flakes, dander, that a pet sheds. Okay. Any animal with fur can be a source of a pet allergy, but pet allergies are most commonly associated with cats and dogs. So you can take a little snippet from Google, put it in here and rewrite it a little bit, and then you're usually pretty good to go. These dead skin flakes can float around your home and get in the air, in your furniture, and on your bed sheets. As you sleep, you breathe the dead skin in, and it causes allergies. A air purifier designed for pet allergies can help with this problem. Because, and then what we can do is we'll go to the AI writer over here, and this is our background. We're just going to use the intro as the background, and the AI writer and phrase works really good when we give it a little bit of guidance. So here's the guidance. We wanted to complete this thought right here. So Control Enter. Let's see what it says. It wasn't like, there we go. Okay, perfect. An air purifier designed for pet allergies can help with this problem because it removes the particles from the air before they enter your lungs. Okay, that's all I wanted to write. If here are you should buy a pet allergy purifier for your home if you want to improve your breathing. And then what you can do is you take this and you just make that your hyperlink to the article for best air purifier for pet allergies or whatever it is. And that's really all you need. Charcoal filters. Not every purifier has one of these. So let's actually use the AI to see if the AI can write about this. So we'll go to the AI writer, community templates, and let's just do the scratch. Just see what the AI can write about. Factors. I don't want to put in best air purifiers, ultimate guide. The higher level concept is factors to consider when buying an air purifier. I'm going to just put that like up here so I can copy and paste it if I use it again. And then, come on. And then charcoal filters. Okay. So that's the factor. Charcoal filters is a factor to consider when buying an air purifier. Although I could have said buy a purifier with a charcoal filter or something like that. Let's just see what the AI says. Okay. It says one of the most popular types of air purifiers is charcoal filters. It's not exactly how I wanted it written. So consider buying an air purifier with a charcoal filter. Let's try that. So we're kind of guiding the AI a little bit. We're kind of helping it out. If you don't know how to use these templates and you haven't practiced with them, it can really be like, riding a bike for the first time. You're going to fall off. You're not going to have a happy experience. Okay, this isn't bad. It talks about it starts talking about HEPA and ionizers, but we just want to talk about charcoal filters right now. It says charcoal filters are considered the most effective option for filtering harmful particles from the air. These filters are designed to trap pollutants, including dust mites, pollen, pet dander, and other allergens. Charcoal filters release these, blah, blah, blah. However, charcoal filters aren't suitable for everyone. For example, if you suffer from asthma or respiratory issues, you may want to avoid charcoal filters. So you could say avoid air purifier with a charcoal filter. It'd be expensive compared to other options. So there's a potential. Let's see what the other generation was. Okay, so I didn't get the best. Let's try with keywords. This isn't bad, but let's just try it with keywords. The keywords, paragraphs from keywords. Let's try this really quick. Subconcept. Here's our main concept. And we're going to do charcoal filter replacement. Let's try that. This isn't bad. So we can incorporate some of this in. An alternative charcoal filter air purifier is a model with an activated carbon filter. However, even it removes odors and impurities from the air, it doesn't remove airborne particles. Perfect. Here are some of the best activated carbon air purifiers. And this could be your hyperlink here, and then you could have up here, here is what we think are the best charcoal filter air purifiers. So you have your link right there. And so this is what I would do. And we're at 369 words right now. You do this for 20 different things, and then you have your 20 supporting articles. And in each article, what you're going to do, this particular article is going to link to each one of these articles. But then in each one of these articles, you're going to link back to this main article. Inside of this pet and allergy article that you're going to write, you don't want to link to the charcoal filter one. You just are going to take this and you're going to link down and then right back up. That's all you got to do. So I think that covers everything that I can think of for doing some keyword research and then what I would do for this particular thing. I did take a look at your site, Ken, and I saw a lot of articles that were just kind of one-offs for categories. And there was no interlinking, as far as I could tell, between them. And they were just kind of like on their own little islands. For more competitive stuff, if you want to really start ranking and really boosting up that affiliate income, you really need to take the bull by the horns, put in the time, write your 20 articles or 30 articles or whatever it is, and be the authority in a particular niche. And you're not going to get that just from a one-off article on air purifiers. Hope that helps. Any questions, drop them in the comments. And if you have, not Ken, already helped Ken, but if you have a question and you want to be featured in the next Q&A, just drop a comment and tell me what I could do for you in regards to using Frase or WriterZen or some kind of an AI tool to help write content that's going to rank. The whole goal is to rank higher in Google, get more traffic, and get more leads. Till next time, goodbye.